Good morning, everyone. Hope you're having a great morning. It's not too bad here. It's starting to get a little warm, but that's all right. Getting a little late start this morning because I dug up a lot yesterday. I'll turn this around and show you my ruins. Yeah, there we go. I've got all the bulbs out of here. My Sweet William will stay for a little bit. The strawberries will stay for a little bit. Let them get some more sunshine and some more juice in them. And tomatoes are still doing okay. They're still putting on. Yeah, and they're ripening, so I'll have to pick tomatoes today and beans. I need to pick my beans. But I'll show you. I was kind of feeling bad because I got all that cleared out. But you know what? A lot of it's weeds. And you know why? Is because I would just throw seeds in there. So I had to let it all grow up and pick out what were flowers and what were weeds. And so I have a very weedy, natural, it was a weedy, natural wildflower garden, you know, except for the ones that I snuck in here and there. But look at this little one. She's so pretty. She came up like a week ago or two, and I just let her grow, and she's so cute. Just one little flower, and she's got some other buds coming up. So I'm just gonna let her grow because she's perfect. So other than that, I do have another dahlia bloom coming on. One of the real pretty ones. And she's coming out. She's not done blooming, but she's going to be really pretty. And a couple of the smaller dahlias, the little daisy looking ones. Okay. And what I was going to was my hibiscus has another bloom on her. Still no aphids after I sprayed them all off with the water hose. Not an aphid once. I just think that's so amazing. So amazing. Yeah, I mean, if you have a ton of flowers growing and, you know, like fields and fields of them, there's no way you're going to be able to treat every single one like that. But if you just got a plant or two or a few plants that have aphids, just take the water hose. And I just held on to the leaf and the buds, because the buds is where they like to get to. They love that new growth. And ooh, maybe not. But yeah, just hold on to them so they don't break off when you do it. Because you kind of got to do it kind of rough, kind of hard. But they get watered off, and there you go. They don't come back. Little Miss Chrysanthemum is doing good. She's going to be very pretty. And I might cut some off of her this year for arrangements or to put in vases, because I don't have much left. But everything else is doing okay. I found a worm or two on my petunias here yesterday, so they were moth cabbage. What are they? Lutes or something like that. I'm sorry if I messed that up, but yeah, I had to pull them off and get rid of them. But maybe they'll feel better, but yeah, they'll leave holes in the leaves. And that's what, ooh, I got a praying mantis in there. I like praying mantis. So, there we go. But anyway, I was going to show you the bulbs I got out yesterday. I don't think I even showed you. I'm going to kind of separate them today. And, because they'll probably go back in the ground. I don't know. Maybe this fall. Maybe in the spring. There's a mimosa tree growing in there. I don't want a mimosa tree. I have plenty. And, but they all look really good and healthy. These are the white ones, like the Easter lilies. And they bloom about, I don't know, end of June, first part of July. And then these, I think, are the purple ones. I think these are the purple ones. They have a little purple on them. Well, I'm guessing. But what I'm going to do probably is I'm just going to mix them all up. And, no, Lucy. I'm just going to mix them all up when I plant them in their own little spot of lilies. So, really, it doesn't matter to me which ones are which. I believe these are the yellow ones. And then I have my mini hyacinths, which I have a ton of those. And I'm going to get more in my bulk mix of spring bulbs. So I may hand out some to people on my garage sale. I may say, hey, want some? Take them. Because they'll make more. I'm not worried about that. But anyway, I'm just going to put them, I had them in plastic. That's probably not the best thing to do. I should have not showed that, but for the time being it was fine. But I came and put them in paper bags. They'll keep better and they won't get moldy or condensation in them. All these little ones, and it don't even take a whole bulb to grow a lily. They'll grow on a piece of it. These will anyway. I found that out because I keep finding them over by the oak trees out front where they were originally planted. I always am transplanting them back into my garden back here. So, and then the roots that I took out of the humongous tree stump like sunflowers. These, yesterday they were so muddy I wouldn't have been able to shake off any of that dirt at all, hardly. But today I probably can. And I'll get some of this dirt back in the garden where it belongs, and it's still kind of muddy and unruly. It's caught onto everything. He's hanging on for dear life. Here we go. Yep, I'll just take that and take a little mallet or hammer or something and hammer off the dirt, because it's still kind of muddy, but it'll come off okay. And other than that, oh, looky here. Look what I got growing. A sunflower, isn't it? Sure looks like it. She's pretty. I'll let her sit there. I'm not going to hurt her. That's pretty cool. Never know what you might find in my garden. Who knows what'll grow next year. I'll probably have all kinds of stuff growing next year. But yeah, probably lots of seeds still in here. Seeds and weeds. But I might have a little surprise video for, I have a couple bananas that are going. My husband loves bananas, and that's what he has for breakfast most of the time. And they're getting kind of brown, and he doesn't really like them that way. So I may make some banana bread, and I'll show you how I make my banana bread. And I will put my recipes somewhere. I'll go back on the videos, and I'll put in the recipe and the temperatures and how long and all of that. I didn't do that very well with my meatloaf or my peach cobbler. But, well, I'm going to go out front real quick. And I will yeah, the mum's still pretty. I gotta get these in the ground. I'm going to start working on, oh yeah, I scraped off some more mulch out of the, they're doing just fine. I did scrape up some more mulch off of the, over by the deck garden. I guess I can give these names. Where the pond used to be, the pond garden. And if I get a little fountain in here, I can call it the fountain garden. And I did find dirt finally. I finally got to the dirt. So I was happy. I was thinking, man, did we just fill this up with just all mulch? But we didn't. We filled it with dirt, and it's recessed some, but it's going to get filled back in with that good dirt. I'll show you what it is again. And it's reasonably priced. It's $3 a bag. It's an organic compost plus manure from Organic Valley. And I got mine at Menards. I go back, and every time I go into the city, I stop by and get more. Except the other day, I was going grocery shopping, and I'm like, can I go past Menards without pulling in? And I was like, oh, I wanted to, but no, I did. I did it. I went past Menards, and I did not pull in and go into Menards. Menards has kind of become my favorite store. And I'm not sponsored by them by any means or anything like that. It's just, I like Menards. And they've got a lot of everything. And it seems like their plants are pretty good that they get in. And our Menards is anyway. And I ran into one of the guys who takes care of a lot of the flowers and stuff. And he has 5 acres of land that he plants flowers on. Oh, how lucky he is. I would love to be back out in the country, but that's okay. I have places to fill in here, and it'll be a lot of fun. It will be so much fun next spring. And here in a day or two, I'll take you down and show you my shelving I have for to put grow lights up, because I'm going to start putting that together and see if I have enough grow lights. And I took a measurement today. The measurements are good on them. They're about anywhere between 14 and 16 inches, which in the pot, that should be perfect. Therefore, I have my pot set out, and it's 14 inches from the top of that pot to the top. So that should be good for most things. So I won't have to do any adjustments. And if something isn't close enough, I can always set something underneath the pots, you know. You can put a spacer in there of sorts and get them closer if they need be, but I don't think I'll have to. So that's just what I wanted to show you today, because I know yesterday was kind of strange, hustle, and I wanted to show you the bulbs that I got out, and the columbine. I just left it in the dirt they were in, and I threw some water in there on them. And don't worry about my wagon. I spray painted it this spring with Krylon rust proof, so it's okay to sit in the water for a little bit. And I may plant these in the pond area somewhere, because I think I read that columbine kind of likes the shade. So we'll see how that works, because they've been in the sun for several years now. I started these when my husband and I just met like 20 years ago, and this is still from the same plant that I planted. I planted him up. He had built a planter, a wooden planter for the front, and I put pansies and columbine and some other things in there, and the columbine just kind of took it over. So I decided to put it, when I made my wildflower garden, I decided just put it in there and let it grow and let it do its thing. And that's kind of how I've been. I've always liked the look of my garden, because I had the mini grape hyacinths up front, and them grow wild in our yard around the trees. So I was always digging them up and putting them in here along the front, and then they would bloom, and then the Sweet William would bloom, and these stay bloomed for a while. And then I had the Colossus, the tick seed, back here, and it would bloom. And then this year I had the purple cone flowers and the black-eyed Susans and stuff like that. So it kind of went by steps in a way. But next year I have some exciting new different plants that I've never planted before, and not even from seed, because usually I just go to my nursery, or mainly the nursery, and I'll pick up something that is so pretty and put it in my garden. And but this next year it'll be mostly all from seed, so that will be exciting for me and a new chapter. So alright guys, I really need to get busy. I need to pick my beans, because they're coming on pretty good. I like them fairly small. I like them really, really big. Some of them seem like, there's a few that just don't really feel like they have beans in them. Oh, what's going on there? But that's alright. We'll eat them anyway. So I have to pick my beans, and I have to pick the tomatoes, and I think I'm going to start putting some of this dirt into the pond garden and build it back up. I still want to dig a little bit more in there, try to get that ground loosened up. I may put the hose on it again today, and so it's nice and loose, because with the mulch being so thick, I don't think any water was actually getting to the dirt. And that may be why my hosta didn't do very well, and my begonia didn't do very well in here. And there was mold. Some of it was moldy, I noticed. So I want to dig up some more, try to get some more mulch off of here, try to get down to the dirt as much as I can, and put some of that good dirt in here, build it up, and start putting a few things in here. I'm going to put my hostas in here, and I'm going to try the columbine in here to see how it does. And then when I get my new plants for the shaded area. Ooh, that's going to be so fun. And I can't wait to see what they do. I hope next spring they'll really grow and be happy. So, plus, don't tell my husband, but I really have a pretty fountain that I picked out that I want. I've got it saved, and hopefully I can get it in a week or two and put it in here. Oh, that's going to be so pretty. It's just going to be kind of a, I've always wanted an old water spout, you know, the ones that you pump to get the water, because we used to have one when I was little at the old farm, and it was aggravating to me because I was so little, and I always tried to do it to get the water up, and I couldn't do it. I didn't have the strength. I was only like, well, I was born there, and we moved when I was 5, so I was pretty little. The same way with the butter churn. I always tried to turn it, and I just didn't have the strength to do it when I was little. And I've been looking. I found a butter churn that was just like the one we had, but they wanted $90 for it. And one of these days I may splurge and get it, just because I like having things like that from my childhood, things that I remember, and there's just a couple things that I haven't found yet. But I'm still searching, and the searching for it is the funnest. Every antique store that I see, and just still searching. So anyway, you guys, I probably talked your ears off today, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and watch for my banana bread video. I may do that this afternoon. So you have a wonderful day, and if share, like, subscribe. I appreciate that so much. I really appreciate you all for your comments, and you really uplift me, and that's important to me. That's wonderful. So have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye now.